What's
going on, man?
You know, we're sitting here chatting about comics.
Yeah, sorry guys, we got a little sidetracked because we were literally sitting here talking about comics.
We didn't get sidetracked, but Yesy Lou, we see you over there, brother, and we truly appreciate you. I was waiting on Mr. Techbot there to throw up his yeah boy. He
Yeah, boy.
Hey, Yesy Lou was the first one, the very first person to give you a super chat. I know who my first person was. It was JB over at Discovery Bay Comics. Now your first is Yesy Lou. Congratulations, brother.
Yes, yeah, thank you. The email came in last night. The review process seems to just drag on forever. At least, yeah, I don't think it did so much for you, but man, for me, the whole review process just kind of took forever. But finally done with it, and I it just came in today, so it's still supposed to be dropping. I guess this stuff for the perp.
It does. It takes a while.
And it hasn't all just popped in yet.
Yeah, no, it doesn't just pop in. It trickles in over the course of 3 or 4 days. The little features trickle in. I don't know why it just doesn't drop all at once, but it's look, you've gotten there. It's all going to come. It just takes it a minute to get into effect. I think the only reason mine went faster is because I already had all of the AdSense stuff done. I mean, I was just a little bit ahead of the game when it comes to that stuff.
Well, see, I screwed up because, and again, guys, if there's any of you guys out there that are going are aiming for the monetization phase or going to be going for it soon, definitely. Wayne told me about it in advance when he was going through it, and I thought I was good with Google AdSense. Get a Google AdSense account for your YouTube channel. This is where I screwed up. Is I got an AdSense account for my my personal one, and when I tried to connect it to my YouTube one, it kept saying no. You can't have 2 different ones, blah, blah, blah. So I had to go and delete the other one and start a new one. So then I had to wait for the long process of the AdSense to start and then wait for the long process of the review to start. And it's just come on.
Now, remember, even after that, it's not done. So Google is still going to have to mail you a piece of paper that I just received today that's going to have these numbers on it that you have to put into your AdSense to let them know that you're really at the address that you say that you're at. So
that's kind of like your verification.
Yes. So you still got that little bit left to go. But hey, man, you're there. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
I'm happy with it. Like I said, I'll go try to work hard for my 44 cents.
Hey, and, look, 44 cents, 44 cents. I don't care how you look at it. 44 cents, 44 cents, and I'll take it all day, every day.
Hey, the bottom line about this, I know we've talked about it many times. To be able to get to that point of monetization is great. It's not going to make me rich. It's not going to make me, be able to go full time anytime soon. But to be able to even take a little bit to do something that you really, really enjoy and something that you consider a hobby that you enjoy, why not? I'll take it all day long.
Well, look, this is how I look at it. I will accept some help of taking the stress of the channel off of my shoulders, right? I will accept humbly the help that any super chat or any member or the Patreon or anyone gives me. I will accept it humbly to help because this gets expensive, and you know that this gets expensive between the cameras, the lighting, the laptops, it's just endless. So and a lot of the guys that are over there already know this. So look, they understand, they appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys. We truly appreciate
you. Well,
and
even today, I know we're gonna get into it a little bit, but even today, I went out. I get off of work at 7:30, so I just had I beelined it straight for Target, and what's funny is I got in line. I only had 2 items. Well, technically 3 because I had my sister-in-law wanted that Chandler Bing flocked one.
Yeah, they let you get 3.
Well, you could get one of each. So you could get one of each at our store. Just no doubles.
They wouldn't even let me get one of each.
But so it was funny. As I got in line, I got through there. There wasn't even that many people in line. But I looked over and I see because they kept a cart behind the desk. And it had a bunch of them. So I seen the bullseyes. I'm like, there looks to be a good amount of them. I'm like, cool. I should be able to get one. And I keep watching, and everybody's grabbing a bullseye. And all of a sudden, 2 people in front of me grabbed it, and then the next person in front of me goes to the desk, And like, hey, you got any more bullseye? He's like, nope. I'm like, oh, you gotta be damn.
So they wouldn't even let me grab one of each pop.
No.
They limited it to 2 pops per person, not 1 pop of each one, but 2 pops per person. And that was even after, I'm gonna say the D word, Dave. I don't know how I should say that on here. I want to just say dickhead Dave told me that I couldn't film inside of Target.
I couldn't film either. They didn't. I was going to do some more, but they saw the phone out and I had the camera open and somebody said you can't film in the store.
Are you serious?
All right, Target's very most now. I've heard some Targets are all right, but there's a lot of Targets that are just they don't do it. They don't like it. I don't know what it is.
It's been okay.
I've never had too much problems with Walmart, but Target, yeah, for some reason Target's got problems with it.
My Target's always been okay, and I told him that. I said, hey, look, I've filmed in here 7 or 8 times. I said, I've even like went as far as to hold the camera out in front of me on a gimbal and walk through your store slowly so that I could get all the footage. I said, no one's ever stopped me till now. He didn't like me.
I mean, I filmed in there before, sometimes because the main Funko section is off on the corner a little bit, and I've been able to film that, but because this was like up in the front desk, they kept it at the desk and everything, and they had like, I think there was one manager standing behind the desk, and there was another manager standing back near where the line was, and so he's the one that came over and told me because he saw my gimbal. And he's like, yeah, you can't film in here. I'm like, really?
Never had those problems till today, but that's okay. That's okay. I got the pops that I wanted to go there and get. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. It was just a little frustrating. So now I've made a whole video that'll drop next week about. You'll just have to wait until next week.
Well, and I really, to be honest with you, I really only had one that I really wanted to get out of this. I mean, I saw guys that were buying one of every pop that they had there, which is fine. There was a guy that asked, he's like, well, can I buy 2 of, the bullseyes? He goes, then the manager's like, no, if the line's cleared and we still have more, then you can buy another one, but not while we have a line. Excuse me. But really the tails flocked is the only one I really, really was like, I wanted. I wouldn't mind the bullseye. And then, like I said, my sister-in-law was trying to get me to do the Chandler Bing. So I actually got to give a shout out to my buddy Chase, because my Target didn't get any Chandler Banks at all, period. So he actually came through and he's sending me over one. So
did you notice that they slid 2 pops in there that they didn't have on their list? Now I had heard rumors that they were going to do this, but I didn't really believe that the Chandler Bing, they slid that one in there, and the Michael Jordan.
Well, the Chandler Bing, it was like technically the Chandler Bing was one of the first ones that were announced when they first announced a Target Con. Way back when, because it was the first one I had seen. So I kind of, to be honest, forgot about it until she texted me about it. The Jordan one, when I got up there, I didn't know about the Jordan one. I mean, I'm not a huge, Jordan collector to begin with, but I didn't know about it. So when I'd seen they had a whole bunch of Jordans. And I'm like, what the hell's with the Jordans? I don't know. I didn't see that one on the list.
They didn't have that one on the list. They snuck that one in there. I thought that they snuck the Chandlers in there too, because I'd never seen it on the list. But I guess if it was up there much, much earlier, that would make sense. You want to do a quick shout out real quick? I see that we're piling up over there.
Yep. All right, let's see who we got. We got Chase. Chase was the first one in here. Always hanging in there, down there in Florida. We were all talking today. I don't know. There's multiple chat rooms on Instagram going on.
There's multiple ones going on.
Every time there's a big event like this, there's multiple ones going on. Everyone's trying to help each other. We've got Creative Mind 727. What's going on? I think I can't remember if he's been here before.
Yeah, he's been here a few times.
Well, welcome back. I appreciate it. We got Jesse Lou, Comics and Pops. So we got Burger Life there.
Burger Life.
I'll have one starting next week. But
Pizza Life.
I think of pizza. I'm a big pizza person. So
look. When this is over, get with me and I'll hook you up with the person that I got mine from.
All right.
Just make it easier.
We got the only Kenneth Bird in the house tonight. What's going on, man? We do have Fabian's Funko Pops. What's happening?
What is up, Fabian?
We've got our good friend from over on the West Coast, K&L Collectibles. What's going on? Of course, I got to put it up here again. Jesse Lou, appreciate it for the first super chat. Definitely appreciate it. We've got the Bearded Barbarian Collectibles. What's going on? Always a troublemaker. We've got Flipcake. What's going on, Flipcake? He's been hitting us up a lot. I think he was even in our WandaVision.
Yes, Flipcake's been around a lot lately.
Yeah. So we do appreciate the support. We got Nancy Cisco. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
We've got our good friend from Far West over in Japan. We got K Titus from
Titus himself.
Konnichiwa over there. Who else we got in here? Trying to catch up. There's a lot of chatter going on, so I'm just trying to see if I missed anybody. I don't think I did. I think I've gotten everybody. So, but yeah, the nice part too is, today it's always a good day when you can go and get some pops, get at least the pops that you were wanting. Now I did end up hooking JKL up because he had a bad morning, and luckily my Target had a bunch of Colonel mustards,
right?
So I was able to pick him up once. I'll be sending him out that one.
That was good.
But I go to Target, I get some Funko Pops. I just happen to be in the neighborhood later in the day where my comic book store is. So I cruised by the comic book store, got myself a new comic book. I didn't get the one I was looking for. They didn't have any left, but definitely it's always nice to go hang out at the comic book store, talk some whatever to the comic book guy in there, and
Yeah, that's always fun. I kind of did the same thing today, but I didn't. I don't know if you would call it a comic book store. So the guy that I go to, he's kind of like in this antique place, and he just has a bunch of boxes of comics stacked everywhere. And I just kind of thumb through them, finding these like older, these older books.
Some of the best places to go find stuff like that. Some of these even swap meets or some of that out there because they just have boxes of stuff, and whereas sometimes comic book shops, they people go and sell stuff to them, but they may get more people through the door, so
right.
Some of those older ones maybe go pretty quick.
Yeah, so I kind of noticed that I'm not the only person that goes in there and thumbs through these things, because I think that I thought at some point that I had found this like gem in the rough somewhere that no one had been paying attention to. But every time I go in there, he tells me that I got beat by like a couple of hours or a day or even like a couple of days. He'd be like, "No, dude came in here a couple of days and bought every one of those." And I'm like, "Oh, you're joking with me." He's like, "Nope, bought all of them."
Well, I was drooling over because my shop, the comic book shop I go to, has a wall, of course, of all their high end, first appearance, key issue type stuff. And I was drooling because they got in a first appearance of Falcon, but they wanted $450 for it. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't got $450 to drop on a comic. And if I dropped that on a comic, my wife would probably kill me.
Well, right before we came on here, I was looking up the first appearance of Loki. Have you ever looked up the first appearance of Loki?
A long time ago.
$1,200 to $24,000, depending on the grade of this comic. I'm never owning that comic. Never. It's just never happening. I'm gonna give it up right now.
See, my method of when I go to the comic book shops is typically I go through the boxes first. Some of the older ones, I got main titles I look for, and I look for the older comics. If I don't see anything, I still look at the new stuff that I think there's doing. Like I just picked up today. I picked up Falcon, Winter Soldier. It's a newer comic. They have, I think, 5 issues out right now. So I just picked up the first one. Figured, hey, I'm gonna see what it's all about. But what I was looking for is I picked this one up a couple weeks ago, Eternals. It's a newer. And of course, Eternals has been out forever, but this is a newer one. This is issue number 1, and they just released issue number 2, but my comic book shop was out of it.
Hey, Nancy says she wanted to show up and show some love. We appreciate you, Nancy. We really do. Hey, did you pick a mystery box pick of the week? I know we talked. I did.
In fact, actually, I haven't gotten it yet myself. I haven't gotten one of these myself, but I just saw these in a fellow friend of ours in one of his videos. I'm like, I got to jump on these because they only release them every Sunday. So I'm gonna bring this up real quick. Add the stream. All right. So this is our friend Cody from Over Popular Opinion. Just opened up some of these boxes. This sounds like something really, really cool, and I'm going to jump on these, pretty quickly. I believe these boxes are typically run for about, I think he said $15 or so. And Mystery Grails, they have their boxes are extremely professional. Whereas even when you open it up, it's still got a flap, so you don't see it right away. Every box comes with one pop in it. And you get some good premium grails. Like on this next run, they're doing up for the 28th. They only release these on Sundays at 3 p.m. and they've been apparently going and selling out within 20 minutes. But this one that has a mega grail of Booberry, metallic Booberry, and of course they got some great premium grails in there as well as they've got even more grails up here. Now they do have 1,500 boxes, so I mean you can kind of here figure out your percentage wise of trying to get one of these by 1,500 boxes. Do the math from there. But for $15 a box, I mean I would buy at least 3 of them myself. But these are definitely some people that it sounds pretty interesting. And they even have something up here I thought was kind of cool called a no bot policy.
No bot policy.
They said their main goal for starting mysterygrail.com, mind you, I didn't even put out their website. It's mysterygrail.com, was to create a place where it's fun, stress-free to buy Funko Pops. We expect that our mystery boxes will be very popular, which means there's always competition for the stuff that has high demand. Sadly, people try to gain unfair access called bots. They do feel it's unfair, and like I said, I'll leave you guys to read through the rest of this. But I think they understand this. It is a sister company. If some of you guys out there, it is a sister company to $7 a pop.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Now, so that sounds like a pretty cool mystery box. And I don't really get into the mystery box, but that Booberry and that metallic is a pretty awesome pop. I mean, I'm not even going to try and deny that it's not a pretty awesome pop. Fabian, brother, we truly appreciate you. And then we got to throw this up.
Yeah, boy.
And we appreciate you.
Just for an idea for that, let me actually pull that up real fast to see if I can find that quickly.
What are we pulling up real quick?
I'm going to pull up what that pop actually runs for right now.
Oh, it's going to be up there somewhere. I mean, it is definitely going to be up there, guys. And do not remember that all the super chats that come through on my channel, I'm going to put down in the description below after this is over with. So if you want to go check these guys out after this video, make sure you go down there, click their link, go to their channel, just to show my appreciation, guys. We truly, truly appreciate you.
That Booberry metallic, which came out in 2011, is a vaulted pop. That thing has a current, now this is on Funko, but has a current PPG trading value of $1,130. So somebody out of those 1,500 boxes is going to pay $15 for that pop.
that's whoever hits that one's going to have a pretty cool video, because that is a grill right there.
They also do have something in here that they put in all their boxes too, which I think is kind of cool and kind of adds more to it, is they give what's called the scratch card. Every box comes with a scratch card. You can win prizes, you can win gifts, you can win tokens. You build up enough tokens and you can come here to the prize shop and cash in your tokens for different items. So, it's just an extra added value to what you're already getting. It's just something they're tossing in on top of it. So, definitely give these guys a check out. mysterygrails.com, not a sponsored company,
but you should be
yet. But let us know, hit us up from there. And I do have a couple other ones I recently found. There is a trend right now in the mystery box community where there's these types of just grail single box grails are starting to become popular. So I found at least 2 other websites that are doing things similar to this that I'll be talking about over the next couple of weeks.
That sounds pretty cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. God, let's get into the nitty gritty. What do you think about Emerald City Comic-Con? What do you think about that lottery? How do you feel about it?
Well, if any of these people follow me on Instagram, they're going to know exactly how I felt about it the moment I read the email. Because I should probably, no, I won't bring it up anyways. But if you follow me on Instagram, we said it last week. I think the lottery system is crap. But of course we have to abide by it. And so, of course, I got my letter in my email saying, yeah, you didn't get in. So, of course, I made a picture on Instagram and said, hey, yeah, I don't even remember the words I said, but basically I told them their lottery system is shit. And, you know, which I still feel that way because I'm sorry, at this point, you're still going to have bots in that lottery system. Don't try to hide nothing. Don't try to kid the rest of us that there's not going to be bots in this damn lottery system because there is. And at least if there's going to be bots, give everybody a fair opportunity to jump in and get something that they want. That's all I'm saying. This lottery system is stupid. And really, to be honest with you, I think we all need to get out there and, you know, start sending out to Funko to say, stop this stupid ass lottery system. Either come up with a new process or just let it be a free for all again. Sorry, that's my little rant for the day.
Hey, look, I was listening to it. I was definitely listening to your rant for the day. Look, I agree with you, but I kind of knew that I wasn't going to get into it. I mean, I just knew that they weren't going to let me into it. I knew I wasn't going to be a pick. When they did the whole pre-screening process, I knew that that was my ticket out of it. And let me tell you how I knew that that was my ticket out of it. I'm one of those people that aren't afraid to grab my keyboard and start typing to them in their emails exactly what I think about them. That email is also the one that is tied to my Funko account. So it was no surprise to me when they went to doing the back research. They were going to say, nope, not happening. I mean, look, I already knew that was going to be the outcome well before the outcome ever happened. But at least we won't spend any money on it. I mean, we won't lose any money on it. I won't be able to film in Target for Emerald City Comic Con.
Well,
I mean, so
luckily, you know, I've had some of our great supporters who do message me on Instagram from time to time that did get into it. You know, were asking me if I did, or, you know, before I put that post up. And, you know, some people have reached out and said, hey, you need me to get you something? Let me know. I'm going to say, screw it. I'm not going to order straight from Funko. I'm going to, like I said, there's really only one that I care for. And I'm just going to go try to go to GameStop and pre-order it myself and go from there, which is that Morbius zombie. Other than that, I could care less about anything else. Because to be honest with you, I think this year's Emerald City Comic Con it's crap. It's basically, they're putting out better product now that's not even in the con. And I think that, you know, they're basically using this as, well, let's see, what do we think wasn't going to sell well if it's not a con, if it doesn't have a con sticker on it. And that's basically what they toss in this.
I've been preaching that for weeks. They come up with the pops that they were never going to be able to sell. They said, hey, guys, what do we do with these pops that we're not going to be able to sell? Emerald City is not taking place till December. Oh, I know what we do. We do our own Emerald City virtual con. We put these pops in there that we know are not going to sell. We put all the other pops out there for pre-order that we know should be in this because they're going to sell. And now these are going to sell because we're going to put an Emerald City sticker on them. Garbage. Look,
guys, just like I told you many times before, I mean, I've got boxes that I get exclusive mystery, you know, all exclusive mystery boxes I have for. Just like I tell you guys all the time, just because it has an exclusive sticker, just because it even has a chase sticker, doesn't make it valuable.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. I mean, I think value's in the eye of the holder, anyways. But speaking of like chases and pops and all of that, were we going to do pop giveaway today? Because
yes. Oh yeah.
Look, do you want me to start this off? Because I'll start this off, and I'm going to send people over to a little bit like more well-known channel than probably like what we normally do. But I need to like poke fun at somebody a little bit. I need some laughter in my life.
Hey, do it. I'm all for that.
All right, so check this out. I got one of these guys.
Ooh,
that I'm going to send out to one of you guys.
Are you sure that's almost like a Patreon level?
No, I've got 7 or 8 of these guys. So we're going to help everybody out today. So I've got one of these guys that I'm going to send to one of you guys. But this is what I need you to do. I need you to go over to Slapshot Pops, right? And I need you to put something in his most recent video. I need you to put WayneTech. So put hashtag WayneTech, hashtag Matt, MATT.
I'm
That
trying to
is
pull
what
it
I
up
need.
too, so that way I can make sure.
That
to
is
put it up there.
exactly what I need you to do. So hey guys, all of you, like, what do we call those people? What are they called? The wrenches beside their name. What are they called?
Moderators.
Moderators, that's it. Oh, you see how like up into technology I am. Moderators, if y'all could like throw his most recent video in there and throw that, you see that technology, right? Technology has me messed up every day. So much so that I didn't know that like this that when you're filming in public, you could hurt people. So be careful when you're filming in public. We don't hurt nobody.
You got to tell him Jesse Lou's comment earlier today inside our own little chat.
So
because that was funny as hell.
With that being said, Jesse Lou, now I have a brother that. All right, so I guess I need to get this out here first, because Jesse Lou, when he said that, reminded me of my brother. I come from a mixed family. I guess mixed families maybe not the right word. I come from anyways, so it reminded me a lot of my brother when he said that, and I almost fell out. It made me want to call my brother up and tell him I love him. I mean, it almost made me fell out when he said I would have hit the floor and said and played dead. I mean, that's what he said, right? He said I'd have hit the floor and played dead. But anyways, throw that hashtag in there. We're going to poke fun at Slapshot Pops today. Just in case nobody knows what the hashtag Matt means, he actually had somebody that called him Matt forever, and he was afraid to correct them on the fact that his name's not Matt, his name's John. Yeah. So he was afraid to correct them, so they just called him Matt for a year or so now. So we got to poke at him a little bit.
You know how we have such great moderators in here? I was trying to pull this up to get this up so that way they had something to go off of. And both Christina and Chase were already on top of it.
Definitely got great moderators in here. Definitely. Every time we have great moderators. So let's get that done. We'll give everybody some time to get that put in there. And then Chris is going to do all the technological stuff that I'm not capable of doing, because I didn't realize phones would hurt people. So Chris has to take care of that, because I'm afraid I might hit the wrong button and hurt somebody.
I will get to that. I got to write down that hashtag.
Look, it's going to be a great video when I get it made. So we'll see how that goes. Ryan, I truly appreciate you getting that done, guys. Get over there. Make sure you put that hashtag in there. Hashtag WayneTech Matt. We're gonna tell him, hey, today we're gonna show a little bit of love over there, and then we're gonna talk some more about this Emerald City, because I know how much y'all like it. Hey, let's get off Emerald City. You want to talk about the one thing that Funko did this year that they haven't done all year?
What's that?
They did an exclusive drop.
Oh yeah, I think it was crap.
They did a timed exclusive. Well, you could, but let me tell you what's cool about that. Now, I didn't pick up anything from it. I didn't go out of my way to get it. Nothing on there was super exciting. But you know what was cool about it? It was that moment where you remembered what it was like to get in front of your computer and refresh for those 3 minutes while you're waiting on it to drop, so that you have a chance to get on there and fight the bots. I mean,
I do agree with you on that. I mean, I had popped on there. I mean, the Mickey one was kind of cool, and then I just tossed a He-Man in one just to see, and you put it in, you go that wait for your spot in line, and of course by the time it went through, the He-Man one was gone. But yeah, it was. I mean, it is kind of nice. Again, it goes back to what we're saying. Give us a fair shot at it, and that's basically what it was. But I would have liked better, exclusives. Personally,
you would like some better exclusives. Hey, look, here's the problem I have with what they have going on, right? The problem I have with what they have going on there is that they were kind of garbage too. Look, if anybody wants to pay $100 for a He-Man that has some green stuff slung on it and some black stuff slung on it, I'll tell you what, hit me up on Instagram after this is over with. I'll go buy a He-Man. I'll grab some rattle spray paint. I'll spray some green on it, sling some black on it, and you can call it an artist series. To me, it doesn't look like an artist series, but art's up to, like, what do they call that? Perception or interpretation or whatever it is that they say art's up to. But I'm not into it. I'm not into that one at all. And it's just a horrible drop.
I mean, the art series, what's funny is I liked the art series when it hit the Star Wars ones. I think it gave something new. It gave something different to an already reused model or mold, right? I thought it was cool. And then some of them, I think they've just gotten kind of dumb with them, to be 1,000% honest with you. I just haven't cared for them that much. So I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. But You know, when mind you, I watched a lot of Masters of the Universe when I was a kid. I was a big He-Man person. But I think once I started into Funko, I was going to do it. Then I realized they just started pushing He-Man. And it's just like, you know what? It's just gone too far. And I'm just, that's one rabbit hole I'm just deciding not to jump into.
I haven't really jumped into the He-Man rabbit hole because I don't really remember a lot of the He-Man like characters like I thought I did. Now I have Skeletor, I have He-Man, I have She-Ra, and I have a couple of the villains, but only the ones that I know, right? I think they had a new He-Man villain every other day, if I had to like think correctly. And I think that JKL over there is talking about the castles. I actually have the castles at my mom's house. So at some point when I go there this summer, I'm going to grab those castles and bring them back here so I can put them in Wayne 1 somewhere. So I get it. Like the look, to each their own when it comes to the artist series stuff. It was not something that I was running out and grabbing anytime soon. It was rather confusing to me as to what they had going on. So I'm glad you pointed out that it's the design from the castle, because I didn't know that.
I didn't realize that either. But yeah. I mean, I remember as a kid, we had all the big, Castle Grayskull, and yes. they were big sets back in the day compared to some of these toy sets that kids get nowadays. These are big sets back in the day.
They were the boys' version of the Barbie house. I mean, they were big. They folded out. Remember that? They folded out, and they had the inside compartments in there. I think that some of them even had the door. I'll let you know this summer.
Yeah, I got girls, and of course I got the dream house, and that's what reminds me of the size of some of these things like Castle Grayskull and stuff like that. I mean, you remember back in the day, even you're talking G.I. Joes, they had that huge aircraft carrier that pretty much fit the entire length of a living room. It was nuts.
Do you know that the price of that thing is insanely expensive? So here not too long ago, it's funny you say that. I actually watched a YouTube video on somebody unboxing one from like their childhood, or one they had stored away, and they were unboxing it to make sure that they still had all the pieces. And those things are insanely expensive now. I mean, like highly sought after, and they want all the bits and pieces to it and all the other stuff. And I didn't set a timer, so I'm going to apologize about that. We're just going to wait a little while and see what we have going on. We're just going to keep flowing for a little while. So the Emerald City was not your biggest. You're in the Emerald City. You weren't the biggest fan of their drops.
No, and I'm hoping this doesn't become me. I'm a fan of, if they do something like this. I'm not a fan of the lottery system, but I'm a fan of big drops like this. I mean, it's kind of like it's a big event. It's something that is, continuing, and I think it's cool. But again, I think last year, like when they did San Diego Comic-Con one, I mean, there's a lot of great items in that. I almost had to tone back because there's so many items I wanted on that. But when they got to the New York Comic-Con, it was like, okay, you guys are just trying to sell out the useless crap that you couldn't sell the rest of the year, and then we get this to start the year, and it's like, come on, guys. So at least give us something decent, because everything else you're releasing around it. I mean, that He-Man, that designer He-Man would have been great to put into the Emerald City Comic-Con.
I agree. Look, that's what I was about to ask you. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that maybe they're trying to give us a break on the Marvel pops, and do you think maybe they were trying to give us a break on those epic pops a little bit and try and give us some other stuff like the 50s cartoonish stuff? And do you think maybe they were trying to give us a break on what was going on, or do you just think that they were just throwing stuff in it to throw stuff in it? Because
what made me feel that I think to be honest with you, they were just throwing stuff in there was when we were talking to sodas. The past couple big events, they had some great sodas in there. And they've already announced some great sodas coming out this year.
Sodas.
And I mean, fantastic ones. And then you look at the sodas that's in the Emerald City Comic-Con or the virtual event, and they suck.
Look,
I mean, I don't know how else a nice way to say that, but they suck.
I'm just gonna roll with it and keep going. So how many people do we have that threw that hashtag in there? Do we have quite a few that threw that hashtag in there? It looks like we're bumping on about 10 minutes from
We got
where
about
we
12.
12 guys. There is 17 of y'all in the chat. Y'all need to get it up over 12. Let's try and get it to at least 15 with 17 of y'all there. Hey, look, take a minute. Y'all go ahead and go over there. Y'all do that real quick. We're still gonna be here when you get back. So go ahead and take a minute. Go over there and put that hashtag WayneTech match, right? If somebody could throw that, I can throw that hashtag back in.
Oh, this is cool. I had to put this up here. Flip. All right, wrong one. Flipcake had said he had pulled 2 Scare Glow Chase sodas and only bought 2 of them. That's freaking awesome.
Come on, somebody there with 18 of y'all
like
in
that
the
box.
chat.
Like
These boxes are fire. I wish that they would do more boxes in different colors now. I mean, because these boxes are truly badass when it comes right down to it. Somebody, y'all got to get over there and put that hashtag in there. Get over there real quick and put that hashtag in there. So I want to kind of like revisit the Target Con again because we didn't really go over the prices. What do you think of the prices that those things are selling at today? What do you think about that? Because I'm kind of on the fence on what I think about it.
I mean, I think the 2 ended up buying the one that I got and the one I got for JKL. I mean, they're $10. I mean, I'm not, and plus I get my red card, so I get a little bit of extra discount. So I'll take that. And but yeah, I mean, I didn't see it too bad. I mean, it's not like, to me, I sometimes put Hot Topic pricing. Hot Topic is kind of on the high end of Funko pricing.
I think Target priced them fair. What do you think?
But I'd say eBay. $10. I think that's a fair price, to be honest.
What do you think about what they're selling on eBay?
I haven't even looked, to be honest with you. I have no idea.
So Bullseye, like right now, is probably around anywhere from $60 to $100, just depending on who's selling him. Skeletor's about the same way. He's anywhere from like $60 to $150, just depending on who's selling them. And they all have kind of like ventured right there in there. Some of them are on the lower end now. Some of them are like $39, $40, but not very many of them. I mean, not very many of these guys. And I noticed something today that I can't honestly say that I noticed in a really long time, is that almost everybody that was in line to get them had no knowledge of Funko. They no knowledge of what was going on.
There were a bunch of resellers.
Yes,
we had a bunch of collectors in my line.
I only had one collector that was standing right behind me that was actually talking about the collecting process. The rest of them, you could tell that they were there to just resell them. I mean, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, no, in ours, there was a bunch of guys talking and stuff like that, and you could definitely tell a lot of people. There were some collectors. There's one guy that I think was probably maybe more on the line of a reseller because, like I said, my Target, you could buy one of each, and he was trying to buy multiples of stuff. So I think he was more of a reseller than anything. But this is probably the first time I really didn't even look at eBay because, again, I was just looking at what they had and wanted to get what I wanted or try to help, friends or whatnot get ones that they wanted. I wasn't going for value by any means. I was going strictly for what I thought was cool. And I mean, I'm sorry, but this flocked Tails is cool.
You'd have to really be into Tails though. See, I'm just not that into Sonic, but it's cool. I have a Tails. It's just
the way I see it is Tails, if I'm ever, I remember playing a lot of Sonic when I was a kid, so I really like it. But to get Tails should be flocked.
I agree.
Should always be flocked.
I agree.
And when they brought out the flocked one, I'm like, all right, I got to jump on that.
All right. How many hashtags we got over there? Let's let it go. Let's spin it and let it go.
We've got 13.
Let's let it go. There's 13 is just the way it's going to ride, guys. So I will send this out coming up next week. I normally go to the post office on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays. It just depends on how the snow and how cold it is. And if it's below like 15 degrees, it normally takes me a little longer to decide that I'm going to drive that far, but it just depends.
All right. So let's roll with it. Let's see who we got.
Who do we got? K&L
Collectibles.
Congratulations, K&L. We appreciate you, brother. Truly appreciate you. I will get him out in the mail to you next week. I don't know for sure exactly what day it'll be, but I'll definitely get it in there next week. Truly appreciate you.
I do have one today. Where did I put him? I put him down here. I'm going to go with Soldier Supreme.
There you go, man. That's
in the dark. Soldier Supreme. you don't know who Soldier Supreme is, he's a combination between Captain America and Doctor Strange. And this one's, I pulled this from a mystery box recently, and I already had him. So I was like, I don't need two of them. So we're going to go with that one. And I'm actually going to give help out to, in fact, I'm actually going to pop it on.
Who you got?
I think I already had it set. I'm going to go after someone that's a brand new YouTuber. He reached out to me recently. We got to talking. He's a really, really cool guy. I watched some of his videos, and he's entertaining. But he's fantastic, brand new YouTuber called Irish Nerd. Straight up just Irish Nerd, one word. Newest video out there. And mods, I'm actually going to put the link up in the chat right now, so you guys can use that one. But what we're going to do is you need to go to this video and go ahead and take a minute. We're still going to be here. Take a minute, subscribe, like, and leave a comment with WayneTech Experience. Hashtag WayneTech Experience. We're just going to go with that straight up. So hit that up, hit him up, help him out. He's got something really, really good. Definitely, I reached out, and he was telling me too, he took a lot of courage he has problems with, not problems, but he wanted to get into YouTube. And in fact, this show was an inspiration to him, to encourage him to start his own YouTube channel. So I thought that was extremely cool. And if we can help out anybody, we definitely will. But definitely check him out. He's doing something, and he's still in his beginning phases of being one with the camera. But definitely, throw that out there to them. So again, that new link I just popped up on there. Put hashtag WayneTech Experience.
Hashtag WayneTech Experience. Get on over there and do that. We're gonna be here a few minutes. We're gonna sit here and chat about Emerald City a little bit more, because I'm kind of wondering now, when are they supposed to be doing Emerald City? Do you know? Have they
I
released?
don't know the actual date. Well, I mean, I would have done it, but I don't know I mean, I'm not in it, so I really don't care what date it is, to be honest with you.
If somebody knows what the date is, how about throw a comment over there and let us know exactly what that date is on when they're supposed to be doing it? Because I've been sitting here thinking lately, when is it? I mean, when even is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you trying to pull that up right now?
I can. I was actually just putting the the giveaway into the picker, but.
So,
let me see.
Do you know Mike from the Funko, when they do the Funko videos? You have Fun Maker Mike. I know that you've heard the name. It's not.
I think you had told me about it, and I don't know. We talked about it the other day, and you were telling me about it, and I went and watched some of these, and they're cheesy as shit. I mean,
what did you think about Fun Maker Mike?
It's the cheesiest thing I've ever, and to me, it's not even entertaining. He's basically straight up just going off of his, whatever fame he even has. But I mean, it's the cheesiest thing I've ever seen.
Do we think Fun Maker Mike is famous? I mean, would we want to say that Fun Maker Mike is famous? This is what I'd like for one of the moderators to do. If y'all would like, just do me a little bit of one more favor, and then I'm gonna stop. If one of y'all
on the first, by the way,
if one of y'all could go over there and find Fun Maker Mike on Instagram and throw a link over there for us, so that everybody can get a chance to go check him out. Now, this is what I'm gonna say. Look, you're right. He has definitely got some kind of cheesiness going on. But I think it's funny.
Well, I do have to point out one thing. We're gonna back up a little bit. Christina had I just want to stop you. Christina had just sent me a message saying that I guess the link that I put up there was actually to Slapshots and not to Irish Nerd.
Don't go to that one.
Please redo that a little bit. Christina Payne has the updated one. In fact, I'm going to put it up here again in both chats. But if you don't see Christina's, just go to the one I have put up that he did. I apologize. I guess I wasn't paying attention to what I had copied. So anyway, sorry.
It happens. So as I was saying, though, it is cheesy. but I find some humor in it. And I don't really know why I find humor in it. I keep trying to figure out exactly why I find humor in this, but I find some humor in what's going on. And you're right. I mean, he's kind of living on the Funko, I want to say fame, but I don't know if fame is exactly the right word, right? I mean, I don't know that we would call that the right word, but it's Funko something that he's like.
You know how entertaining I thought it was. I watched a few. I thought it was cheesy, and I didn't subscribe because I don't care.
You didn't subscribe. What do you mean? Come on. Look,
maybe I'm being biased. Maybe, and I know Bearded's going to give me crap right now for this comment, but I put him as cheesy and boring as Robert Pattinson is in anything he does.
Hey, y'all need to get over there and tell Funmaker Mike we sent y'all. Throw in one of his comments telling we need to do a collaboration at some point. He needs to come on the show. Everybody get over there and tell him that he needs to come on this show right here. We're going to do some eating challenges or something. No joke now. Hey, look, everybody needs to get him on here now just because it's going to run Chris crazy. It'll run Chris crazy. Could you? Oh, I'm going after it now. Yeah, I'm going after it now. Funmaker Mike's on my radar. Got to invite.
He'll have to change my mind or something. But right now, I'm not. At least the 2 videos I watched, I was not impressed with at all.
What do you mean? What wasn't there to be impressed about? He educated us on the toys. I like the education on the toys. He told me that I need to eat regular Doritos with some kind of dip. What kind of dip did he use? I want to say that it was ranch or it was French onion. It was one of those. I never thought about that combination, but I'm gonna give it.
I can tell you should eat your egg rolls with vanilla yogurt.
Huh? Egg rolls with vanilla. How's that taste?
It's actually really good.
Is it really good? Hey, look, I'm down. I'm down. So everybody needs to get over there. Follow that link to Funmaker Mike. Tell Funmaker Mike that he needs to come on the WayneTech Experience in one of his comments. I don't care which one it is. Y'all just keep putting them in there until he decides that he's going to reach out and come onto the WayneTech Experience so that we can sit down and he can educate us on some old.
Maybe he can come in and change my mind.
You never know. See what I'm saying? I'm glad that you're open-minded. That's what I like about you. Always open-minded. And you're ready to see the Batman. I know that you're ready to see Batman because you're so open-minded that you think that he's going
to. Let's go back to the comic book shop a little bit. I know we're all over the place today.
We are. It's okay.
Mind you, I'm sitting there looking through boxes and stuff like that, and just like any comic book store, I'm looking through comics, and we're just talking about stuff. And the dude threw out the new Batman. He's all for it. He's all for it. He's showing me his phone case that he's got the new Vengeance stupid case.
You were down.
I flat out told him it's gonna suck. I had to burst.
Never coming back.
I'm sorry, I had to burst his bubble. I told him it's gonna suck, dude.
Did you tell him you're never coming back? You're like, I'm never coming back here ever.
No.
You should have.
But he was a cool enough guy to go, well, why do you think? And I explained to him why I thought and stuff like that. But I told him it doesn't mean that I'm not going to still watch the movie, because I got to watch the movie for 2 reasons: either to prove I'm right or to cower between my, put my tail between my legs and cower back and say I was wrong. So I'm still going to watch the movie, but I don't know.
So there is 22 people in here right now. How many people have thrown that hashtag in there? You're gonna like the movie. 8 people, guys. There is 22 of y'all. 22 of y'all can get a lot more than 8. Come on, let's push that up there. Let's get over there. Let's get subscribed to this guy. Let's throw some comments in there. Let's show some love. Come on, we're a great community. Let's be a great community.
Yes, especially for a brand new YouTuber.
Yes.
Just starting out. Let's throw some love. Definitely want to help out the community as much as possible. So definitely go over there and hit those. I think Christina's got the link on both sides, as well as I think JK. They're all Chase, JKL, Christina. They're all throwing it up. So definitely get in there.
Appreciate you.
If you and with this old weirdo Mike, whatever his name is,
hey, be nice.
If you really wanted to try to grab his attention out there, just go to his videos and start tossing in hashtag WayneTech Experience.
Yes.
Change Tech's mind.
Yes. Now you're talking to me. Now you're talking. I need to sit down and have some live with that.
Let's blast his account.
Oh my god. So anyways, we're gonna get off that because I know how much you like that new Batman. I know how much you like the new Batman. Look, I have hopes that the new Batman is going to be a decent Batman. I really do. I have hopes that he's going to be okay. But then I think that no one can be as bad as what's his face. And I'm trying to think of his name.
George Clooney?
No, not George Clooney. Who's the other one? I can't think of his name. No, what was the one that did the Daredevil too?
That's Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck. He was horrible.
No, I actually put Affleck in the middle. I don't think Affleck was that bad.
He's horrible.
Yeah, he had some good moments.
Horrible Batman.
No, the worst Batman of all time was Clooney.
I think Clooney did an okay job compared to Ben Affleck. I think you had nowhere else to go.
Clooney was horrible. Val Kilmer was questionable. The only thing that saved that movie, if it was anywhere to save, was Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones playing Two-Face and the Riddler. Because I still say Jim Carrey played a great Riddler.
He did. He really did.
But Val Kilmer just didn't have that level. And mind you, I'll give it to you a little bit. Val Kilmer he was following up behind Michael Keaton, which to me right now, other than of course old school Adam West, was the single-handedly best Batman so far ever. But yeah, I don't know. I already know where I'm ranking him without even seeing the movie.
Number one. But, I know where you're ranking him. I got this.
But I'm not going to say he's the worst. I put it this way.
Not yet. We're going to wait a little while.
But that could change. That could always change.
Look, I give you a hard time about this, and the Bearded Barbarian gives you a hard time about this. But the funny thing is that I think you're going to be right. I think you're right. He's going to be horrible. I think that they've tried to modernize it way too much. I've kind of seen like some little like snippets that they're putting out here and there, and I think you're right. I think it's just going to be a train wreck. I think it's going to be another Suicide Squad all over again.
Yeah, although I am looking forward to Suicide Squad 2, only because James Gunn did direct it. So that's at least got to get a little bit level up because James Gunn is just a fantastic director. So, at least to have his vision. I mean, you can tell. I mean, and mind you, I am excited, and we're going to talk about this in Techbot After Dark tonight. I'm excited for a DC movie. You ever heard me say that before? But I'm excited for the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut, if you look at the differences between where the CGI was in 2017 and what he did with this, I mean, it's night and day. This movie is going to be, I think, awesome. That's a trailer I watch and go, dude, that thing is going to be awesome. I watched the new Batman trailer and I want to throw up.
I'm not going to totally dog it out until I see it, but I have a feeling that you're 100% correct, and it's just going to be a horrible, horrible Batman.
Don't you want to see a sensitive Batman, Wayne, have a heart? Yeah.
I just don't. I don't want to see a sensitive Batman. You're right.
Wayne's not supposed to be sensitive.
I just don't.
He's supposed to be an arrogant, rich vigilante.
That's what I was about to say. Look, I want to see the Iron Man of Batman. I want to see there no shit's given Batman. That's the guy that I want to see. I don't want to see the sensitive Batman. I mean, what is he gonna know? Oh man. Look, I could go on for days about that, but I'm not going to. Not going to.
He's gonna walk out in the sun and take off the bat outfit and start sparkling.
I'm Batman.
I have this vengeance. You ain't nothing. Shut up.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. How many hashtags?
Oh, I gotta comment on this one. No, Spider-Man is not black. That is Miles Morales. That is a different form of Spider-Man. He is from a different multiverse. That is Miles Morales.
I'm not in this conversation, by the way,
because Wayne has already got me started on that before. And Spider-Man, Peter Parker, is from the main multiverse.
I'm not in this conversation. I mean, just heads up.
I love Miles. I've
definitely not in the conversation now.
I'm a huge fan of Miles Morales. I absolutely love Miles Morales. I think the comics are great. I think they've done fantastic work with him. I think the Spider-Verse has been fantastic. I love Miles Morales, and I want to see more. I want to see more of Miles and Spider-Gwen. I think it's fantastic what they're doing with that.
I'm not in those conversations. Like I'm not in those conversations. I just can't be. But anyways, Miles Morales is from another universe. We already know
multiverse.
He's another universe. He's a different version of the Spider-Man, just from a different universe. You're not into the Fun Maker, Mike. So, what pops are you looking forward to getting that's coming out?
I read, of course, the bigger ones I got, planned coming out. I think it's supposed to start coming out next month. Is the new zombie line? Really excited for that. That's a drop. Because there's one specific one that I'm really, really wanting, which is the night. Was it the I always forget his name, but it's one of the Marvel Zombies. It's a Funko exclusive. It's going to be a drop at some point, and I'm just waiting for this to come out because I want to be on top of that. I'm going to beat the bots for that one. But that one looks fantastic. And the whole, of course, you know me, I want everything with the zombies. I don't care if I got multiples or the same thing, that just one thing's different. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do that. That annoys me more than anything in this world. Having the same pop that's just two different, like one glows, one doesn't glow, one's metallic, one's not metallic. Oh, that annoys me to no end. No end. So once I get one of them, I think that I'm just kind of done. That's it at that point. Now, these guys actually came out overseas in a metallic, which I'm still jealous that they didn't come out in the United States in a metallic.
Yeah, I think the metallic would look pretty cool.
They look really sick. You can buy them on eBay for like $240. So they'll sell you the whole set for like $240. I mean, I'm sure shipping's outrageous coming from overseas as well. So you're at $240 for the set, probably another $100 for shipping. I mean, it won't be terrible by the time.
I like this one. This is the Techbot Zombie.
The Techbot Zombie. That's what's coming up next. Y'all just don't know it. It's going to be a Techbot Zombie.
I'd have to get all the way out to California and do that whole Funko Me, whatever the hell they call it. I can't remember.
Do you think maybe you could do like a Funko Me and a zombie? That would be pretty cool. I guess I didn't think about that.
Could be.
I doubt it. I doubt seriously that they'd let us do a Funko Me and a zombie.
I know you could just do the regular Funko Me, of you looking like you, but I think it would be pretty cool if they would let you do it like, look like something. It's like the zombies or something like that. I think that would be pretty awesome.
Have they put out anything here lately? As far as news,
I was just going over to the Twitter page. That's mainly actually what's funny is. That has turned into one of my biggest sources right now. I probably check Funko's Twitter page once a week.
Once a
day.
It's funny when this first started and me and you were doing this, we used to go to their blog and look at their information, and then we started going to Instagram for information, and now you have to go to Twitter. It's almost as if they just abandon different stuff as they go, but now they're starting to pick back up on their. I don't.
The only thing that looks like they put up on their Twitter today is they're talking about with this one. But what is this Stormtrooper?
So this is the new Stormtroopers that are coming out. This is a 10-inch. I want to say that they just came out with. It's going to be another Target exclusive. If I've got this correct, and I'm thinking about this correct, it's going to be another 10-inch, or they're calling it a jumbo, which is essentially just a 10-inch pop. It is going to be. It's already like the sold out. The pre-orders are already sold out. I want to say that they dropped it at midnight last night, and because I woke up this morning and realized that I totally missed it. They are also coming out with 2 new helmets for the Star Wars, which has nothing to do with Funko, but I'm going to tell you about them anyways. They're coming out with that new Stormtrooper helmet that you just seen. So right. GameStop's going to have that one coming up here in a few weeks, and they're going to have the new Dark Vader coming up. Now, I didn't know that there was a new Vader helmet out there. So there's going to be a new Dark Vader dropping in the next few months, and there's going to be that one dropping at your GameStop. So if you get into the helmets, I currently do not own any of the helmets, but I think that that's going to be my next thing that I collect. I'm not going to collect any of the super designer plastics. I'm going to quit going after super plastics and all of those, and I'm just going to kind of start collecting helmets because I think that they're pretty cool. So if that's something that you're into,
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I would actually probably jump on that Stormtrooper because I think he looks pretty cool. even though I'm not really a big Star Wars fan. But I've already got 2 new zombies, 10-inch zombies. I got to go collect that got announced recently. I don't know. I know this one actually looks kind of cool. If anyone knows about Bram Stoker's Vlad the Destroyer, it looks interesting.
No, this one I think sold out, right? This is one of those like surprise drops that Funko did.
No, I think it's still available.
Is it still available? I know that they did this whole like, yeah, it's still on there. So I know Chase's Kingdom sent me an email a few weeks ago. You know, Chase is really cool about sending those messages on Instagram, letting you know when this stuff's like available. So he sent me a message, let me know it's available. I wasn't that big into Dracula, or I would like honestly sit down and look at him, but I mean, I was just never that big of a fan of him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think Bram Stoker's Dracula is a classic horror movie of all things, which is great. But even Vlad the Destroyer, although he looks cool, he's not as iconic as, like, you know, if you're talking horror, like a Pinhead or something like that. But I mean, as far as if I look at the pop as itself, I mean, it's pretty hot looking pop.
I agree with you. If I look at it just as itself and don't say where it's from, it's pretty cool. But just because I don't know a whole lot about Dracula and any of that stuff, I didn't really get into it.
I would assume you're going to be on top of this bad boy right
I didn't
here.
get into the Run DMC pops. I kind of stayed away from them. I think Run DMC was just a little bit before me. It was just a touch. I mean, it would have been just a few years before me.
And my daughters are already bothering me for this one.
I'm surprised you don't have it already. That's a box. What is it? Box lunch exclusive. I'm pretty sure that I've seen it there today.
Glitter one.
Yeah.
I seen a picture of it yet, and I told them, "Oh yeah, it comes out later on."
No, they actually have them there now.
Yeah,
just in case they're listening, girls. Just in case you're listening, is there now? So you're gonna have to like get your dad to like take you to go get it.
No. And I need this one. I do need this Wanda. I gotta start because I heard recently, like I think I said Disney Springs has released all the Wanda Vision pops out at Disney Springs, so I gotta get out there and go pick them up.
Let me tell you what would have made this one better if her eyes were blue.
Oh, you get that, but see the problem with you can't have in this image of her for WandaVision. Technically, this was before she fully adapted her powers and became Spectrum. So technically, I would like to see a Spectrum pop, but put her in her actual black and white outfit.
I don't know. I look at this one. If I buy this one, I'm changing her eyes to blue. I guarantee everybody out there that I'm going to change her eyes to blue if I get this, because I think that was the coolest part of the movie. When she's coming through that wall and there's 3 or 4 different versions of her, and the one has those blue eyes right in the center, hands down, fires. If they would have just fixed that, Mrs. Tech, we truly appreciate you. We truly do.
Bearded Barbarian has a new job, sneezing on pops, to be a human painter, zombie pops.
Is that possible?
I don't know, but I'd want to see it.
You should try it sometime. You might have to get some paint in your nose, though. I mean, I don't know that I would do that.
Chase, did we talk about this week's episode of WandaVision?
Weird.
You were 100% right.
Say what?
This comment.
Stop. I haven't watched today's yet. Y'all quit it. We're not. We leak everything tomorrow. Anything. Everything. No.
Mind you, all the channels. Like I noticed today. Mind you, I watched the episode at 3:30 in the morning, but all the channels, like all these big, Marvel channels and
we're
stuff,
not big.
They already had by like 10 o'clock this morning. They already had all the. Do you try to avoid all the?
I do. I avoid everything WandaVision until I watch it. I mean everything WandaVision. I avoid Instagram. I avoid everything WandaVision until I watch it. I don't want the spoilers in it. And look, I recommend everybody here do the same thing for us on Saturday. And it's not going to be this Saturday, so I'm going to drop that real quick. So I have a swim meet this Saturday, so I had to ask the guys if we could push it back to Sunday. And graciously enough, we're going to push it back to Sunday. So it won't be this Saturday. It'll be Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Make sure you come check us out on Sunday. I apologize, guys. So it's going to be Sunday this week. I avoid everything. And then I don't talk to a single person about it other than my wife until I talk to y'all about it. Because I'm like, nope. I'm going to keep it all fresh in my mind as to what I have going on.
And mind you, like I said, we between the four of us in that panel, we have our own chat, and it seems to be like every time, because I know JB gets up early to watch it on the West Coast too, and it's fantastic. Oh, good Lord, I haven't seen past episode once. No spoilers. Oh, if you haven't seen past episode
Ryan.
one, you are missing out.
You are missing out. So Ryan actually chats with me a lot on Instagram, and I think that this is only his second time that he's actually come on here and watched, and I think the first time that he's ever started commenting. So Ryan, we truly appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. He recently sent me a package that I have not opened yet, so I am sorry. I am a horrible person when it comes to that stuff. I'm gonna get it done. I am like 2 or 3 weeks out at this moment in videos that I am shuffling at this moment, so I will get it shuffled in there somewhere, and I appreciate it. Rock and Roll Jim, how are you doing, brother? It is good to see you. We appreciate you coming and hanging out with us for a minute. So let's throw that back up there real quick. Let's throw that back up there just really fast, like, guys, and give everybody a chance to get over there and do that hashtag real quick.
Hold on, we gotta throw this bad boy up.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you, JKL, of course, to come and watch the WayneTech Awesome Discovery WandaVision review. That's a mouthful.
So if somebody will throw that link back up to the channel real quick, throw that video back up there, and throw that hashtag. What did we decide we were going to do? Hashtag WayneTech Experience, and let's get over there real quick and hashtag that video.
I forget all about that.
No, I'm not going to let you forget about that. Just simply not going to let you forget about it. How many hashtags we have in there right now?
We got nine.
Guys, 9. There is 24 of y'all here right now. Between the 24 of y'all, we need to get that up just a little, guys. Just a little.
So we've just had a lot of people just jump in the chat just recently. So go ahead and get over to that link. I think JKL just put up on mine. Somebody put up on yours. JD, I do appreciate the super sticker. For that, we still got to give you the commentary.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
That's not going away anytime soon. But definitely, guys, get over, check out. Let's help out this new. In fact, I'm gonna stick it over here real quick, and let's go ahead and put this over here, guys. Get over. Let's help out this new. Let's give this new channel some support. Great channel, and especially coming out brand new. To get a little bit of support is always kind of nice. So go ahead and get over to this one and put hashtag WayneTech Experience, and that way I'll give them a nice boost of confidence. So I'm going to set a timer right now. I'm going to give you guys 5 more minutes because we want to get some more people up on this.
Fabian, we truly appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, boy.
And mind you, you are going for a giveaway for Soldier Supreme glow-in-the-dark Walgreens exclusive.
Now, after this is over with, guys, I'm going to make sure all the super chats from the channel go down in the description below. So make sure that you head over to these channels that are going to be down in the description below. Give me about 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes after this is over with, because sometimes I got to eat dinner and all that good stuff. So give me a few minutes. I'll get it down in there, and then come back and make sure you go check these guys' channels out. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. Show some love. This is such an awesome community. So much fun. What do you have pulled up right there?
I got the Funko website pulled up because, like I said, I refresh this daily because there's a lot of times. I mean, they put the creepiest, other than the Annabelle pop, the most creepiest Funko up here, which is Bozo the Clown, is back up on the shop. If any of you guys are really looking for that one, but they do continue now. This I may grab. They put Namor, which I think was one of the. I mean, he blows Aquaman out of the water with. As far as Marvel side, but Namor, fantastic superhero. So I may actually jump on that one myself. But they just actually dropped a whole bunch of pops that weren't up there before that are now up there. But what I wanted to originally pull up is these Star Wars concept ones. Have you checked these out?
I've seen the R2D2, but other than that, I haven't really checked them out. No.
I mean, we already know Yoda's old, but that one just looks kind of weird. C3PO. I mean, other than I think it's the armor, the metal maybe looks a little bit smoother. I don't know. But the Vader one, did you see the Vader one's kind of cool? To be honest with you, I might actually consider grabbing this one.
So they actually are recycling these, so they put those up there. It's been a while ago, right? They put the Vader up there and they put a few of the other ones up there that were all concepts, and now they're kind of recycling them. But I didn't know that the R2D2, I think that one's fairly new. If I had to guess, I would say that one's fairly new.
JKL, thanks for coming by, but I do appreciate it. Mind you guys, we do have, and I'm just going to give a little quick shout out. Next week, Techbot After Dark, JKL and I are taking on the Atomic Wing Challenge.
So what are y'all doing tonight? Anything going on tonight?
Tonight, I'm just going over some of the big news because, of course, we had a new Spider-Man trailer. Well, it wasn't really a trailer, but S trailer coming out. We've got, of course, we finally got a release date for the Justice League Snyder Cut, and just going over Marvel news. Of course, everything coming out. A lot of big names. They finally gave a date for Loki for that to start, and so there's just a bunch of main news just to talk about today. You know me, I love everything movies. I love everything. Entertainment, so it's always good to have something else to talk about on there. So, but let's see, we got a minute and a half left for y'all to get over to. Let's see if we got an increase.
How many people do we have over there?
We got 12
guys. 12 of you. Look, y'all go ahead, go over there. Take a minute, make sure you put that hashtag in there real quick. Just copy and paste the hashtag, throw it in there, subscribe to the channel, show some love. Let's get it up to 15. It's just 3 more of you guys. Get over there real quick.
This isn't going to happen there, Barbarian. Where is it? There it is. That's not going to happen.
When are you doing the what? What
Atomic Wedgie Challenge.
What is the Atomic Wedgie Challenge?
I have no idea, but it sounds painful.
What is an Atomic Wedgie Challenge?
Well, you know what a wedgie is anyways, right?
Well, I mean, I guess I do. There's a such thing as an Atomic Wedgie?
I have no idea, but I'm sure he's going off of the Atomic Wing Challenge.
Does it mean like you explode or something?
I don't know.
I had to ask. You know me. I got to push the envelope just a little bit. 2 boys and your pops. How are you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Good to see you.
Yes, and he is right. Tom and Jerry did just come out today, and it's probably something I'll watch with my kids, but it's not really superhero-esque.
Did Tom and Jerry movie come out today? Did that come? Is that streaming on any one of your?
It released in theaters and on HBO Max.
Are the theaters even open anymore?
There we go. Huh?
Are the theaters even open anymore?
Yeah, there's theaters still open, especially out here in Florida. They got theaters open and stuff like that. So, all right, let's give away this Soldier Supreme.
What do we got?
We got 13 up there. We'll go with that. I think you had 13, so actually that's an equal number both ways.
There we go. Sounds good. Les, how are you doing? It is good to see you.
Holy shit! Did he win on both? Did he just pull off a sweep?
Yeah, I mean that tends to happen. I mean, look,
that was not. There was no pre-planning on that.
Congratulations
at all.
And congratulations, K&L.
Those are completely random comment pickers. So there was no. I'm actually just as I don't think we've ever on one of these ones we've had a clean sweep with our Patreon, but then again the Patreon has a lot less people. But he hit it on one of these, and I don't think we've ever had that happen before.
Never had that happen on one of these.
Wow.
Congratulations.
I'm shocked by that one.
We truly, truly, truly appreciate you. So tonight you're going to be going over a few different movies. You're not going to be doing any eating challenges tonight. Are you having a JKL on tonight?
No. I don't know if I'm going to have anyone on. I know I've talked to Bearded Barbarian. Maybe after we get off of here, I'll message him, see if he wants to jump in. I've talked to, I think, Will, but I think Will is working. I I don't know. If anything, it's just gonna be me. I went on a big rant last week. So whether people were coming on to listen or not, sometimes just getting those rants out of the way is always kind of nice. I already did that today with old Emerald City, but we're not going to go get onto that one anymore. But it is what it is, and we just continue on. But like I said, I love the movies. I've always been a big movie fan growing up, and especially in being a comic book kid and moving, seeing all these things come about and seeing these things come into the movies is fantastic. And I definitely think it's great. So definitely, just like Wayne starting to get into it now, we finally have transformed Wayne into a comic book guy.
What's the world coming
to a point? Get out there, support your local comic book stores. Talk some comics with those people, those guys in there. They love it. Find yourself some great comics, and guess what? Read them.
Like you got to read them. I like buying the destroyed copies. That way I can read them without worried about how destroyed they already are.
Exactly.
Hey,
now, can you gift it to Chase? Sure, if that's what you want to do. Is that gifting which Soldier Supreme or the Batman, the Robin?
Robin.
I'm assuming he's talking about Soldier Supreme. Talking about Soldier Supreme, that's fine. I'll go ahead and gift that. I think we're sending packages back and forth anyways because he only lives about 4 hours south of me. What did he say? Wayne, what ECC pops are you going for?
I'm really not. So there was only 2 of them that were really on my list, maybe 3. So I had Yoda because I just wanted him in the all green because he was the Emerald City. I had the Deadpool just because he was Deadpool, but I didn't have to have him. And I really wanted the whole the skeleton, the glow skeleton from the Pirates of the Caribbean with the treasure chest that I know that I'm not going to get because it's a con exclusive. So there's no way that it's going to be there by the time they throw it up for sale. So I'm really not at this point. I might not even go to a store and buy one if we're being totally honest. I mean, I'm really not at this point. I've been really disappointed with the whole Emerald City and everything that they had going on this year. I think that they just threw pops in there that they weren't going to sell. I don't think that. I truly believe it, that we threw pops in there that we knew weren't going to sell. There's no rhyme or reason as to why they did it. To me, it's a money grab at this point, and I'm just disappointed with it. I'm disappointed with them in general. I think that whoever they let go, they shouldn't have. Whoever they let go.
I was even talking to somebody, outside at work that also does Funkos, and he's more of an anime type. And he was even telling me, at least when it was the San Diego one, they had some really good, key characters for anime. And he said this time the anime ones, because I told him I couldn't tell you if the anime ones were halfway decent because I don't know the characters. But he was telling me he was disappointed in the anime pops because they're no name. They're not huge name characters.
It's a money grab. I hate to say it like that, but it feels like a money grab. It truly, truly does feel like a money grab. So what do you have going on next week? Anything you want to talk about? Anything coming up? I know that I'm going to have a video coming up that's going to be about Target telling me I can't film inside over there. It's going to be a really interesting one too, because they messed up and pulled the creative side out of me when he did that. And I told him, I said, hey, look, man, I appreciate the content. So then he had to follow me around like I was going to pull my phone back out and film. I said, oh, I got you. Don't you worry. I got you.
Yeah. And mine didn't follow me around, but definitely, you got to have these rants from time to time, and some of these people, and the way I see it with some of that is, come on, they even know. This world is full of, YouTube itself, as a whole is, becoming, becoming one of the biggest entertainment realms ahead of TV. I talk to so many people where they tell me all the time, all they do is watch YouTube. And and the thing is, to see, especially out here in Florida, I've gotten used to be able to see people walking around talking to their cameras. There's a lot of YouTubers out here because of Disney and stuff like that. But it's like, come on, you guys should be used to this. Who are we damaging?
No one.
By going into a store and filming.
If anything, we're helping people. They should feel safer knowing that there's somebody that's going to have some evidence if something happens.
If anything, if somebody real has a problem with that, and they came up to me and said, hey, I don't want to be in that. If I find that you're in there, I'll
Gladly take it out.
I'll fuzz your face or whatever.
Yeah.
I've got absolutely no problem with that. We're even as YouTubers, we're not respectful. I mean, we're very respectful of what we do. We want the content, so I mean, why wouldn't we be respectful? But and maybe it's just something that's going to take some time. Some people don't get it yet.
Look, if you'll notice on my videos where I do hunts, I keep my camera kind of down almost at my leg level. That way it cuts off people's heads, because I'm just trying to respect that they're there and I'm not like blasting them on camera. So, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's a public place. And when you step out into a public place, you accepted the idea that you could be photographed, videoed, or anything else. Look, if you think that you go anywhere in this world without being photographed, or anything, you're crazy. At every red light, they have a video camera, and every Walmart and Target, they have thousands upon. Look, our local Walmart just put in a new camera system that cost them $500,000 in one store. Put in a camera system that costs $500,000. So if you think you go in any of those places and you're not getting filmed the entire time that you leave your house, you are crazy. So to like split hairs that my camera might hurt someone's feeling, it's going to make great content.
And that's the thing, is even by Barbarian, it's like I'd be honest with you, I don't understand what their risk is by us filming inside your establishments. In fact, some places, now mind you, if it's a small place, I mean, Target or Walmart's a big place. Who am I going to go find to say, hey, can I film in here? If it's a small place, I mean, I'm usually respectful. If it's a GameStop,
yeah, I ask them at the door if it's a small place.
If it's a GameStop or a comic book shop, I ask him right up front, do you mind if I film in here? And mind you, I got to get better. I haven't done as much haul videos as I would. In fact, my wife, you can ask my wife, she's been bugging me to do some haul videos. I just haven't done them enough. But, if it's a small enough store, like a Lunchbox or Hot Topic and stuff like that, you can always ask, be respectful, ask. And most of the time people are like, yeah, sure. I mean, I did it once. I think I was looking for something, and I called the box lunch people, and they're like, "Yeah, we have it." I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I film in your store?" They said, "I don't care."
Well, I mean, a lot of times people don't care, but every once in a while you find like that douchebag Dave that for some reason it's bothering him, and I don't understand why it bothered him, but it's okay. It's okay. Any videos coming up next week you want to talk about? Because I know that you got another live.
I have one coming out this weekend, and mind you, I've actually been making I know I've been talking about this for weeks, but I've been making a big effort, and I've got a collection of filmed work that I'm in the middle of editing. So I'm trying to get to Wayne status on trying to film for enough in advance. But I got a collectible swap coming up. Of course, some of you guys know when we do those big collectible swaps, there's a bunch of different channels. It's this weekend. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday. I've already got I have it filmed. I just haven't uploaded it yet. But I got some cool items from that. And then, of course, I'm always looking forward to watching everybody else to see what they got from these collectible swaps. Next week I do have some band boxes, and I did put up I want you guys to go out to do is I did put up a poll a couple days ago. Go over there. I want your honest opinion, because of course I'm always trying to look at what I'm getting and what I'm not. I love band box. I absolutely love the band boxes, but maybe you guys aren't enjoying them. So I have my last. I got a payment coming through this Monday for them. Do I cancel it? Do I not? I want your honest opinion. Should I get other subscription boxes? Should I stop with the band boxes? Maybe go back to them later on? I don't know. I want your opinion. So I put up a couple poll questions up there. Please go over there, put your comment of what you think, so that way it'll help me out, and I can make that decision before the 1st, so that way I can move that money that I use for those to a different location. Find stuff more that you guys want. But other than that, I do have one, and for this channel, I know it's a little bit of you and I have gone back and forth with this company a lot, and I know my stance on it as well as anything, but I felt that this box, I decided to do it because it's a mystery box, stuff like that. I did actually go back and go get a Big Apple collectible box. I will not buy Big Apple collectible when because I don't agree with their basically botting and marking up prices. But these are mystery boxes that don't change, so I decided I'm going to go try one of their damaged ones and see what if they're halfway decent. I want to see sometimes when these people do damaged boxes, you know, sometimes they're the I don't know why they're putting them in a damaged box, but you know, I want to be able to see what they look like. So I figured, you know, I'm gonna give it a whirl, give it a try, and go from there. But I'm never gonna buy anything individually from them because I don't agree with their policies on that.
Sounds good to me, brother. Sounds
So
good to me.
How about you? I know you've already
I
got
don't
your
know.
videos prepped, ready to go, everything.
I don't know. I wing it. It's all being winged right now. Right now I'm playing like video like shuffle, and I'm shuffling them all over the place right now, trying to figure out what video fits in what slot. I think that I overthink like what days and times my videos should drop. I should just start just throwing them on there, not worrying. But nothing, I don't know. I'm gonna wing it. I can't remember. There's some videos coming out next week, every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Make sure you check them out. Remember, we are not going to be live tomorrow. We will be live Sunday at 3:30. So it will not be tomorrow. It'll be Sunday at 3:30. Make sure that you like set that in your phone so you come check it out. So JKL can give you all the spoilers. Make sure that he gives you all the spoilers in one quick swoop. I really like that. I don't really have anything else.
Yeah, it's always fun. We definitely have a lot of laughs and a lot of fun. Definitely make sure you guys watch WandaVision. For our buddy Ryan over there, make sure you get caught up on WandaVision before you come over.
Ryan, definitely get caught up on
it's a complete spoiler, and we definitely try to, you know, we're like everybody else. We try to analyze, you know, frame by frame what we think is going to happen and what we think is going on. This one is hot. I will probably watch it at least one more time. One or two more times before that episode, but it is a fantastic episode. Strongly recommend. In fact, this entire series has been masterfully done. I know a lot of people who were unsure about it in the beginning and are now completely singing a completely different tune and don't want to see it end. But it is masterfully done, and I think it is something great. Don't forget, we have Falcon Winter Soldier releases on March 19th. So there may be a week or two in there where we take a break on our panel videos before Falcon Winter Soldier starts.
Ooh, that's going to be another good one. That trailer is fire. All right, let's get over here.
This week too, so
let's get over here so you can get something to eat and we can all come back in 30 minutes and chat some more.
Guys, don't forget, enjoy your day. Check out some videos, go to comic book stores, support your local comic stores, and check them out. Of course, you know, if you got into the Funko lottery, best of luck to you. Hopefully you get what you want. I don't think Wayne and I will ever get into the Funko lottery because of how much we dog them out, but it is what it is. And you guys all have a fantastic night tonight. Techbot After Dark, 8 o'clock. Come by, have some fun.
We'll see you soon, guys.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
And if you are not already subscribed to these channels, this is the universe telling you that this is the time to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're there, don't forget to turn on that bell notification. None of us really know why that bell notification is there, but you should definitely have it turned on for all the latest and greatest videos coming to you on the tube.